All right, sorry about that, guys. Got I don't know, Wyoming internet stinks, so probably got axed somehow. So yeah, hit his back. We back. Sorry, guys. That was really crazy. I can't believe that that happened that way. But yeah, it didn't even buffer. It was just like out, done. Oh man, look at all these channel members. I get to see the channel members in the chat. But man, thank you guys all for your support of my channel. Thank you for being channel members and part of the Anchor crew. That is outstanding. Not only is Kelly part of the Anchor crew, so is Brian. That is awesome.
Oh, cool. Cool. I didn't know that.
You know, different accounts both paying for the channel membership, so that's pretty stinking awesome.
By the way, I have this right here and I'm selling it.
The Shiro, how much are you asking for it?
It 600 bucks each, and I'll throw in a. They sell these uh lanyard. Let me show.
Late show?
I did. I did. Yeah.
Help with
The,
gadgets. Hi, good to see you, Tommy. Mr. J. Demeter, aloha. Is that a Shiro bead?
let me see.
You need dark water anno on one of your knives.
I have some. I have a lot of titanium knives that could take that. Like I have a lot of titanium, just regular great titanium.
I did a nice finger choil in here because you got to have finger choils. And then wanted to get some color on it.
I don't know if it will work.
Let me look at it. Like, um, I mean, I could. Yeah, I could absolutely do a finger choil on it. Let me guess. You want me to see what it looks like, huh? You want me to? I mean, I can cut one in here in 2 minutes while you're talking to the live and come show you. That's what.
Probably hurt,
That's what a
but
like. You're one of those guys that don't screw around. When you say you're going to do something, you do it. Uh, Wants me to put a finger choil on a Kalisto. What do you guys think? Rotating frozen screens, like mine freezes, yours freezes. Let's see, what does that look like? Is that too aggressive? That might,
make it a little smaller, possibly. Oh, but you don't put your thumb in there. It's your index finger.
I know, but that's how I draw my line.
Oh, I see. I was like, that makes no sense. How you folding them? Got it. Do it, says Mike. Yeah.
Mike is his actual first name. Um, I don't have any Mountain Dew. Okay, so I'll go a little less aggressive on there, and I'm gonna go try to do the sweeping lines of the knife itself.
Yeah, that's actually the reason I don't like choils. I do like them in certain designs, but on this one I just wanted because it's just that. Oh yeah, because this is a 3-inch blade. I wanted to give you guys as close as possible to 3 inches of cutting edge. You know, that was my biggest thing there. But
Uh, I think that looks good. Yeah, I'm just trying to get that angle right with the edge of here. Okay, you want to hold the live down for about 5-10 minutes, and I'll be back. Probably won't even take that long, but give me a second. Let me put my boots on. All right, wait one, and let me know, Gareth. Well, I guess you won't know, but I'll be back.
what you guys want to talk about? So if I talk to you about, can we see? Oh, hey, is he still around? Nah. Yeah, he's gonna grind it now. He just left to do that. No finger show, give a strong sharpening show. Yeah, that's kind of my take. In fact, when we talk about knife design, I like to design this portion of the knife right here so that you are close enough to the blade to where you don't feel like you need a choil. You'll know Dark loves to model knife on the fly. Yep, he does. He gone.
Like ruining this the chat with it being loud, but here we go.
How you mod it? Is that possible?
I don't have any way to hold it and do it. All right, give me a second.
I really learned the blade. I have to big belly myself. Yep. So this one right here, the way I thought about the large Kalisto. So original Kalisto is my design, and I think of the large Kalisto as something that we did with the community because this is all just listening to what people said about the original Kalisto. People wanted it a little bit bigger. People wanted the jimping. Um, people wanted the nested scales, and people wanted the contourness in the handle. So I just kind of listened to what the people said. And then the only thing I added on my own was a couple of modifications on the inside. And then the milling. I just did the milling because it looks really good and it adds a little bit of grip. On a bigger knife, I wanted to offer more grip. So um, added the lines, and obviously you already have the jimping there, and that is pretty freaking sweet. So thank you. Yeah, the blue is nice. I do like the blue. It's pretty bright. It's definitely a different. It's a different material, but yep. Dragon. The biggie is coming, but not yet. It will come hopefully before the end of the year. We're still working out a ton of details because I'm not really happy with the weight yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. As far as the colors, there will for sure be a titanium one. Now the titanium has a DLC coated blade. You can see the reflection there. That's my phone. Um, the blue, yes, definitely we're gonna do the blue with the regular stonewash blade finish. This one is the one that we don't know about yet, and the reason why is because the so in the in the clip all of the clips are held with one screw. If you can see, only one screw. So we have to mill the material on the inside. Like we milled out this space to make it an insert. And so when you mill out this type of G10, other stronger color G10 won't show those little cracks. You see that? You guys see those little cracks right there? I don't know if they're really visible, but those little cracks, I don't know if we want, you know? See right there? You can see like there's little cracks on the inside. So if there's a way to cut this color and have that be cleaner, we want this. This is what I want. But I don't know if it will be possible. And I know that a lot of you guys wouldn't care, but it's just not perfect. And I don't like getting knives back. In fact, we haven't gotten knives back. I think we got one back because there was a shipping problem, and that was it. Do at least a special run of red Damascus. Ah, yeah, should probably do that. I don't know how that would go with the Damascus and the milling on it. That would look probably wild. But by the way, the Damascus, it's going away as soon as these sell out on the OGs. We are through with the Damascus. They're gonna be gone. Oh my goodness! Let's see. Now I will say something. Okay, if you have that finger choil, you definitely need jimping on this one. If the way it is originally, I didn't feel like I needed the jimping. I just went for it, and it is not designed to have jimping because the space in there is so small. You have to go very light on the jimping, otherwise you have a weak spot on the blade. If you have the choil, yeah, you need the jimping, but that doesn't look bad. I think that looks pretty good. What do you think?
It's great. I even kind of chamfered in here just so it. Let me see if I can zoom in. Original line right here, right? And I could get a little more round in here to match my finger profile, but I think I hit it pretty good. Take off that ink mark there. That's right. I'll just leave it for right now, anyways. Let's see. What are they saying? I didn't even get to see this. Oh, he gone. So that was about 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, that was. I need jimping further up the spine. Yep, I definitely.
Goes with the flow of the knife. I was kind of looking at this angle here when I was drawing that. So it's got a nice swoop, kind of matches that angle here and here. Clearly, it would be harder. I mean, I could match that here, but it just wouldn't look the same. So,
Just hold it so I can see it. If this were to be a design like for a production, I would find a way to combine the choil with the handle just so that it shares the choil a little bit. So it sacrifices a little bit less of blade sharpening the of edge, but it looks cool. It looks cool. Do you like that grip?
yeah, I think that looks pretty awesome personally, but I mean, clearly from the factory it looks awesome. But I'm kind of a finger choil guy. Um, yeah, that fits my hand perfectly like this. So would I need the finger choil? Absolutely not on this. But you know,
Is the only one of one.
Oyster, there you go. Dark water modded.
I'm gonna give you guys one of my designing tips or whatever you want to call it that I worry about when I design a knife. If I'm not doing a finger troll, which I've never done one yet. So I have a knife right here that I like. You guys know what this is, right? The CVV Yonder. There is no choil right here, right? That's not a choil. But if you look here, you have quite a bit of. A lot of people do these big spaces right here, and it guides your hand to sit right there. And so what happens is you have a pinky that's struggling to hang on because it doesn't have a lot of room. But then you have a lot of wasted room up here, and your hand from where the edge starts is like an inch away. You know, you see that? And so instead, even though I like the knife, instead what I would have done is shorten this out somehow so that your hand is closer to the edge, and then your pinky would have the necessary room to hang on. You don't have to, like, this is pretty uncomfortable. And so, right, it's like, yeah, it's like trade the wasted space that you have here and give it to your pinky. You know what I mean? So if you look at the Kalisto, I have the same sort of guard going on, but it's much, much shorter. See? And so I can get on that, and my pinky has plenty of room, and my hand is closer to the edge. Does that make sense? And a
Whoop.
lot of knives. I have so many knives that I love. Let me see. Like this one. Oh, here, like this one I love, but same thing. Like my hand, if I follow this groove, my hand is way back, and I don't have a ton of room for my pinky. And my hand is way back from where the edge starts. So I don't feel like I have a ton of control a lot of the times. So that's. I'm not saying that it's it all comes down to preferences, but to me it's like, hey, you have wasted space here, and then your pinky is struggling. Let's just shift that hand a little bit forward, right? Yeah, I love the and I love the Yandi too. I actually got this one when they first released at Blade Show. They had like 50 available, and I got this one then. And then I realized I overpaid for it because when they released, this released for less money than than I bought, which is typically the opposite. If you buy something at a show, you pay a little less typically. But
You're right.
yeah, but I was like, okay, doesn't matter. So I was struggling with this one.
I like it both ways, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm glad you did it. Helps me see like what it would be like.
So you could see it. I have no problem doing that. Yeah.
Do it.
Something on the back there. I love the yonder. Agree, Eddie. Hello, all, says Cliff. How you doing, Cliff? So yeah, that wasn't bad for a speed choil there.
What do you do it with? Just like a.
Sharpener's dream. Yeah, that's right. I do it with a Dremel.
Yeah, that's pretty. So just freehand Dremel. Wow, that is pretty good for a freehanded work. Gen 2 Kalisto with Charles. Ooh, Man, so I have a fixed blade coming up that is not a Kalisto fixed blade, but it's got the style of the Kalisto that I think you guys will dig. I mean, coming up at some point. We're barely getting started on the prototype stage, but yeah.
Look at when I'm doing finger choils. I never want my finger choil to be higher. I don't want it to be higher right here than it is right here. I want it to be either the same or lower.
Here, why do you have to come back down? Yeah,
Like at this point, you don't have to. I mean, technically you could come back here, but I mean, it's more comfortable on your hand when you're holding it rather than just an abrupt, like the older. In fact, let me grab one.
I have one that has a choil kind of like that. This one, choil that is exactly like that. Oh, that's square. The,
You could choke up on there, but that's not comfortable going around the guard. This one is made for one thing.
yeah, this one you cannot see it because it's black on black, but um, there's your uh, titanium, and then the toe is exactly like you did on that Callisto. It just goes up and down, and I always kind of wondered because this design is coming down here, and so why not just take it up? But it's also a massive choil. I mean, if you look at that, I put my finger in there. I have like like a third of the choil left on this one. It's a great knife, though. It's an awesome knife. I also always wondered about that. Yep, yep. He gave me this one at Blade Show. No, it's something else. Something with an M. I cannot remember. Let's see. Let's look it up.
I think that is the Forest.
Let's see. Forest. Something with an M. Yes, the forest.
Oh,
It's not Gavco. It's a Mallory design, but it has kind of like I can see the Gavco vibe on it.
this one has the Gapco vibe too.
Who came out with naming it Choil? But it's just since I started collecting like almost 10 years ago, 9 years ago, it's always been called a Choil.
Vibe to it.
It's actually that is actually one of my favorite Gavco designs. It's beautiful. I like that one a lot.
This one is the regular high fin, yes, not the XL. This one is for, it has a smaller handle, but my pinky rides on that rear ramp. And then if I want to use that choil,
And same with the Kalisto. I gravitate to the small one. The big one is awesome and it's what people wanted, but I gravitate to the small one a little bit more. And I am sure that at some point in the future, I will attempt to do a premium small Callisto, you know, as I should.
yep.
However, they're coming up. They're coming soon. Well, not soon, but hopefully by the end of the year. It's just we have to work out so many things, to make sure that it's good. Um, the worst thing is having go through the production and then they make it home and oh, I should have done this or there is a problem with all. So before we push that go button, gosh, we need to make sure that it's all in order. So
Send out to you tomorrow so you can play with it and see how it is.
first though, come on, surprise me. Do some, yeah, or whatever you want to do.
I don't know. I don't know either. I'm bad at guessing.
Do custom scales and everything.
Yeah, right. If I knew how to do
That looks sick. I like that. I mean, you decide. If you're gonna send me a knife that looks a little different, go all the way. Anodize it first. Do whatever.
collector invest says cheap knife that does not last. Oh, someone had a bad day today.
Of products do you usually go through, Eddie? Okay, so industry talk. Typically, the the customary procedure is you do one prototype and then you test that first prototype like heck. I mean, you give those knives a lot of testing, a lot of cutting. All of my large Kalisto prototypes have done over 1,500 cuts, whether it's cardboard or rope or whatever. And then you can get something called the pre-production, which is after you have decided all of the changes that you're gonna do, you get a knife that is basically what the production will look like, but you get those ones like a couple of months before the whole production is done. After that point, you get to decide, you know what, let's tweak this part, let's tweak that part. But the whole goal is to do enough testing with your prototype so that when you get your pre-production, it looks good and you can just keep going. Um, if you want to do more than one prototype, you can, but you're talking about it's very very expensive to do multiple prototypes, and you don't need to do more than one prototype and one pre-production unless you have some serious issues. But we're working with companies that know what they're doing, and so they have it dialed in to the point where one prototype to test and one pre-production for you to make sure that the knife is made how you want it. It's all you need. Yeah, Wyvern says I'll test a knife up in the mountains, fishing, camping, and hunting. Same thing for me. These have all been camping with me. They have all been fishing with me. A lot of testing at home, a lot of testing, just everything, everywhere. Um,
There, the guy collector invest says that these are cheap knives and they don't last. He's had a hand forged knife that he's had for over 20 years, and Jim Cox says I have underwear that's 20 years old. Thank you, Jim Cox.
no, that's cool, man. I mean, whatever you like, it's fine. Um, handmade. I was thinking about doing a video about this. Handmade and machine made is not a representation of quality, right? Like, no,
Hey,
if you go to Blade Show and this is not ripping on anybody, but like if you go to Blade Show and you talk to those some custom makers, there's a few custom makers that are very good and a lot of custom makers that are not doing good work, and that's just how it is. You go to a Blade Show and you go through the custom makers booths, which is always going to be like a table, um and you test their knives. Some of them are going to be very very good. A lot of them are going to have issues, you know and it's just, what do you do? It's fine. it's a custom, but I have a hard time sometimes getting on board with some customs. But like, I have a custom knife, and it has, it has details that you wouldn't see on a production knife. But to me, if you buy a custom, you're paying for the art side of it. You're paying for the handmade side of it. You're not paying for the if all you care about is the final product, go production.
I think that person is probably just trolling, to be honest. But I mean, there's a lot of handmade knives out of India and Pakistan right now, and I wouldn't trust them to cut a slice of cheese. So
That's good. Like this is a production knife, and it is. I paid. Can't remember, $700 for it, something like that, 725. Yeah, it's
my little knife doesn't have a sharpening choil in here.
5 minutes. Just kidding.
It doesn't need sharpening choil on this one.
Yeah, yeah. You're
You see where it's already starting to smile right there.
where? What is? No, what is that knife?
CNC Jackalope. It's a 3V matte DLC. You'll meet them at Blade West. They go to Blade West, and I'm gonna buy literally every one of these that they have, and I'll tell you why after the live stream. And one of them's going to War Room because he'll shoot me in the face with a water gun if I don't get him one.
Incredible tolerances. I mean, that is a flipping. It gets my nail every time because I can't like I gotta be careful when I close it. But yeah, tolerances on that are insane. So hey, it's past 10 already. It's at 10:02.
I want to put up a giveaway. I was hoping that. Did you get to watch the video this last week by Aldo of Pickled Steel Knives, Eddie? You should.
Hunting. So
Um, it's definitely worth the watch, and I was hoping they would join right now. It'd be kind of cool to have a three-way conversation with, Pickled Steel as well. Douglas, Wyoming, home of the jackalope. That's right.
like program it with him and we can jump in and do one of these Tuesdays. That would be fine.
I was curious if I could add another person on here, and if I push it, it says, "Would you want to kick the guest?" See ya.
Oh, see it.
Old man on the ridge. Where's your ranch at? That's awesome. Oh well, he's 11:02. He's on Central Standard, but yeah, bro, I'm really digging this. I mean, I was digging it before, but just gives you a little bit more handhold option.
That when I look at you holding it, I wonder if I should push that spine a little farther out before the so the spine pushing it out a little bit. Yep. My, I'm just gonna there because my hand naturally wants to go a little farther out with a choil. You're doing some little work.
Yeah, let's do that one of these weeks, Wyvern. I bet you, if we do StreamYard, we could do all of us at the same time. So what were you saying, Eddie? I know. I think yeah, maybe a quarter inch more on there, like what you're saying. Like
It's a little bit out farther.
goes well. So I don't know. I mean, play with this and tell me what you think of it. I'll make this fancy tonight, but I gotta finish Mr. Rodney's knife first before he gets pissed.
about it. Don't if you want to worry about it, great, but don't prioritize me over your other people or your family. So familia. Yep.
But I wasn't for sure. I was gonna strip this handle and do a teal handle.
Those are beautiful.
I like the option to come up here, right? And I guess I can a little bit, but man, you are dangerous right here.
So it's a finger tool is made for your finger. And so when it's not made for that, don't use it because you're gonna have an accident. And that
Uh, Thumb studs on here, and it won't. Oh, by the way, this is absolutely the hardest lock bar I've ever like. It needs loosened up big time. It flips fine, but man, taking that, whew,
your hand is way back.
yeah,
I don't know if your pinky is struggling to hang on or not. It looks like it's not. It looks like it's fine. But it looks to me like you could do a little bit of trading and push that hand a little bit farther up without having to make the knife bigger.
yeah,
Just
absolutely.
just redesign that a little bit and get a little bit closer. Yeah.
But that's how with the damn designs, I did that same thing. It had this massive lump on there, and I reconfigured this one to where I can actually
Oh yeah.
get my hand
Yeah.
up on there because this one was down way down here,
It didn't
and
allow you to have a choil in there.
so
Like
now
it didn't have a choil or anything before.
I was trying to remember. Yeah, it had a small choil, but you weren't basically it was flat right here. So this is kind of how you would hold it. It's huge on the end.
Is it the? It's not the
Dam
only tool.
Designs Anzu, ANZU. Oh, Wyvern says he put skiffs on the Vanguard. It is stupid now. Oh, I bet it is. No, but you see how much I removed off of there.
Yeah. Right.
On it because that's all you had, right? Like it was way back here, and it just felt awkward with such a little handle back here. But now I can actually get up on it and use it.
Of a god at the beginning. It's a lot. Yeah.
It's like, but yeah, this one same way. Like you're back on that knife. Like this reminds me of like this would be like especially with the color, but like a chunk of obsidian, like a caveman would use this knife.
Uh, a choil on that is it seems to be pretty tiny.
But the thing is, the sharpening choil, you can see the plunge grind up here where the light is hitting. That will you'd want that plunge grind to end a lot sooner than that, preferably right in the middle of your sharpening choil. But as you can see where the light refracts there.
That
No, not at all. I'm not going to mess with the DLC. I'll just end up selling it. I'm going to recolor the handle and sell it. So I didn't even get to talk about any of this stuff, but I found a new way that I really like carrying fixed blades. I tried this BMKT Explorer here, and it's a very thin but a full size fixed blade. And this in the pocket is fantastic. Like I carried this all day, didn't even know I had a fixed blade on me. And this just grips right on the lip of your pocket. So yeah, I'm gonna buy a bunch of these clips. Well, they're BMKT designed, so he has these. Here's the
so can you buy the clips only?
at least on the mobile, it says,
Yeah, they look like, yeah. 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 Nice. I wonder if you could get the file. Could I pay him like $100 and just get the file and print a ton? You know, I don't know.
the knife or the pocket clips.
Those clips.
But 20 bucks for two and 38 for four, I think.
Oh, 20 for two. Yeah, that. Yeah. I mean, that's reasonable. If you're somebody that likes
It says, oh
to
nope,
carry
not Meg.
to carry fixed blade, I like those type of clips. It's definitely worth it compared to the standard stuff that comes in.
Bunch of these. I love Alti clips, but let's just see this. I don't got nothing in. Mira the hips. So you just slide it in, no pun intended, get over the pocket, and it hits. This is where it grabs, is that little seam. And then, yeah, that's how it sits in your pocket. And then when you have a shirt and when you need it, and then it's right there and you can hear it click. Like, it's super intuitive. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do, but this is seriously driving in the truck and everything when we were doing fishing yesterday. That was fantastic. So,
I'll look into it.
but that's good because they're staying on there. It's pink on there, but oh, so here's another crazy innovative sheath. Look at this one from Turner CNC. It's magnetic and it slides right in, and then it's locked by your grooves. And I carried this during hunting season in my pants, knowing dang well I could fillet, my artery in my leg if it slipped out. It never did. So, but that's a 3D printed sheath as well.
That you don't have people cutting themselves with it.
All right, so let's do a giveaway. Uh, let me check. Give me 1 second. Let me check my messages here.
Bradford sheath. Who is actually on the right screen? Is that me? Yeah, it's hello, I'm Eddie with Orbital Knives. That's me, Knives and Gear Insights. Orbital Knives. I am Orbital Knives. I actually was carrying a Fornax today when I was hiking. I still have it in my pocket. Grabbed my custom fixed blade made by a Fortune Fire champion, and when he put it back in, he's like sliced the sheath in the inside. So it happened.
Yeah. All right. Wyoming Adventures, would you put up the rules, please?
Give it away, give it away, give it away now, Morgan. That's what. Oh.
All right. So if someone puts, there we go. There's Stacy's over there. Wyoming Adventure says, "Oh crap." Mm-hmm. I said, mm-hmm. I got you. Why? Too slow, Wyoming. Yeah, Stacy's ready. She's got them locked and loaded. She's got them pasted. And let's see, we got 43 people in here. Eddie, if you would pick a number between 300 and 400. Don't tell anybody. Don't show anybody.
He was giving out these stickers at Blade Show. So I'm gonna write it right here in the back. 300 and 400, you said? Yeah. Can I enter? Just kidding. No, 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 no. I don't need to enter. I'm good.
On the Fornax, I did a gold raven the other day because I haven't seen enough gold. To do gold, but I just 300 to 400. That's awesome.
Fornax, though. I have my Fornax right here. This is.
I don't know. I could have did a different color, but I was just like, I don't have any yellow or gold knives. I better do one.
Did you acid wash the blade too?
That was my idea with the silver one, and kind of like with your knife. You got to see what I'm going to do with yours next. No, well, I'm going to do the Fornax too, but um, the Daco.
I was like, which one? Yeah.
This one kind of had like I was like, ooh, it'd be really cool with a black blade, and then like alternating color, or different color handle here. So that was kind of my idea with this. I do like how the pocket clip blends in straight up with that line. Like that looks cool.
Yes, I am selling the Shiro Wyvern. I am selling it. $600 if you want it, and I will throw in that. They sell these beads for like $80, and I'll throw it in for the 600. But I know $600 is a lot, but it's just a fair price. So if you want it, Deco is an awesome. Thank you, Warren. The Deco. I just I don't know if it's because it was my design and I'm just biased, but I really love it. Yeah, yeah. I like the way it turned out, and I'm glad that Concept tagged me into having it be a crossbar lock because they did amazing.
Well, and it's super fidgety. I think that's what I like about it is it's like the ultimate fidget.
Yep, yep. It's a great fidgety knife. I'm poor. I can only afford knives up to 400 ish.
Well, if I didn't have to pay a $2,200 bill off right now, I would buy that Shiro from you. But I don't know. Rodney in the chat hit me up yesterday about a Shiro. I'm like, I don't even know anything about him. And that's what I said. Eddie is the only person I know that has one.
I like them a lot. They're the only reason I'm selling it is I have a nice business, and it takes a lot of money to have the business run. And so, um, by the way, knives says knives and gear insight says I'm poor. I can only afford knives up to 400 ish. You're not poor, buddy. So, um, a, a lot of the times, it costs us a certain amount of money to make knives, right? And if I send free knives to everybody that I do, just sending them, I'm losing a lot of money. And so I like to a lot of times cover the cost of certain knives. Like, okay, I've sent some freebies for reviews and whatever, or giveaways, whatever that might be. And then after that, it's like I gotta do something else. Like I can't just keep afford to send in stuff. So I a lot of times I pay for it myself, and I pay a little bit extra profit for the company and things like that. And now I'm at a spot where like we gotta pay for more prototypes and more things, and the money that we're making goes into new models. So I just need to sell some of the stuff in my collection. I hate to see my Shirogorov go, but I'll get another one. So, and Shirogorovs are amazing. This one uses uh Chromax PM on the steel, which you can only see on Shirogorov knives. It's their steel. No one else can use it. Adios perfect stop line. What? I can hear you fine. Yeah,
I did get a bunch of knives out of them.
that's a sweet mic.
And this one is one of the Reichs. And I think the guy traded it to me because it had a horrible detent on it. But, I fixed it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
This has very aggressive thumb studs. Like, if I do that enough with my middle finger, I'm going to be wearing my finger down.
Yeah,
But these are really cool. I'd never had one, so that was kind of my allure. I only have one Microtech OTF, and so getting one that's a manual, I was kind of interested. And then I found out after I made the trade that they had a Tanto version of it, and I was pissed because I would have got that one instead. But this is what was offered, so
show me the lock side real quick. Sweet, sweet. They make that design. Well, I don't know if it was like an older thing or they're still doing it, but I know that design has the clip tip down. So I always loved the design, but I couldn't get over the tip down um, feature.
pocket clip was right here on the end.
Yeah, there it's so much better than a tip down clip. So they looks like the giveaway's over. So should I just show the number?
372. Who do we got?
It's 372.
369 is Lord Loki. He put it again.
Right numbers in the wrong order, buddy. 377, Mick Ranger. 373. Robert.
I think it might be Lord Loki.
Oh, wait. What's your rules there?
Went over, so I think it's Lord Loki. Is anybody on there? I think it's Lord Loki.
Let's go, Lord Lucky. There you go. I don't know if anybody else. I'm not good at going through all of these numbers. There's a lot of them.
Grizz has 372. Oh, I didn't even see Grizz is on there.
Where is he?
So
You made him all happy and let's see. 362 is what I see. Grizzly Bear Leather Crafting. I see 362. Is that the only grizzly here? Yeah, she's 362. At least Lord Lucky. Okay. Oh, either way, cool sticker. It's a good idea. Makes people laugh. So what did he win?
on up, you're over. All right, so this was why I was talking about pickled steel tonight. They had a very good 1 hour talk. Aldo did, and about the state of the current production with knives, and and as a knife designer, it's something that you probably know already or are dealing with. So, uh, anyways, in honor of pickled steel tonight, I wanted to give away the Capolavoro and crazy hollow compound grind on this sucker and extremely lightweight. So
Friend. Is is Lord Lucky even here? I saw him pop in, but I haven't seen him say anything since we won. Oh, there he is. There I win. Congrats, Chris. Oh, there he is. He said, "Congrats, Chris." But he's back. He's back. I'm here. He never left. I guess. Yeah, congratulations. That's a sweet knife. And also, I've said it before. I don't love bent clips, but that type of bent clip doesn't interfere with the design. That it's much more my taste if I were to do a bent clip ever. So
this in all reality, this is like a $35 knife. I think the cap is, and that is fantastic. It is D2. It's micarta. It's ambidextrous as far as pocket clip goes, and uh,
features as far as materials and packet clip feature and pricing of a penguin from QSP. It's kind of like it's not the same design obviously, but it's the same style of clip and it is the same materials for roughly about the same amount of money. So it's cool. I mean, the penguin is a very very popular knife for a reason.
big old boy, and in honor of pickled steel. Also, in saying that Kelly's Mishmash is the U.S. distributor for pickled steel knives, and she didn't know I was doing this tonight. So, a huge shout out to Kelly's Mishmash for being the importer for pickled steel, and again, shameless plug for Eldos. These are South African, but they're all OEM'd. Well, I don't know if they're all OEM'd, but most like this one's OEM'd in China. Same way as all the other ones. So
The
What
glitches are
advice
killing
would
me.
you give to someone new to collecting or using high quality EDC knives like the Kalisto? I I guess that there's a I don't know what kind of advice I would be.
I would say the Kalisto is not like high end. Is it's a anything under $100 is a budget knife. The Kalisto is 89. You feel free to use the dark water discount code that gives you 15% off on our website. But I would say look for deals as much as you can, and save a little bit. A lot of the times when people start collecting, they end up with like 10 knives that are $20 or $30, and that's okay. But if you want to have a little bit of taste of something that's just better, it's okay to not buy a knife every week and buy one every 2 months to start, and you'll be a lot happier. A lot of the times you see newer collectors trying to trade $10, $20 knives for something that, might be $100 or so. So just just try to be conservative at the beginning if it's hard or a little bit unjustifiable to fork out a couple $100 on a knife. Just be patient, save it up a little bit, and then treat yourself to a cool knife. That's
Now, so maybe I'm going to cut the live stream and be done. But just the tip, EDC never had anything from Pickled Steel. First off, good to talk to you this week. Just the tip, and also if you haven't ever had a Pickled Steel, I highly recommend the Warhog. I think this one is their ultimate. They are going to come out with a premium version. This is the D2, but it's an absolute beast. And I think to your door, it's about $60. So, um, pretty awesome, very affordable. And this was the design that took number two against the Sheepdog for Kaiser.
There's a lot of knives that are under $100 that are amazing, amazing, just stupid good. So, yep.
You guys all, you have a wonderful night. And I'm sorry that the live stream is so bad tonight. I'm not sure why. So, Lord Loki, message Darkwater. He's got my info, Lord Loki. I mean, Grizzle Bear. He actually bought one of my Kaiser Veritas's. So, anyways, yeah, gotta go. My sister's having surgery in the morning. I will add her to the prayer list, and we can do that. I can do the prayer before we leave because that is customary. But someone asked me what all I was selling, and this is what I have on the block right now, which is most of these are absolutely brand new.
Those are nice.
Titanium shaving. So that's what I have on the block right now.
Hope a lot of you can make it to Blade West. We'll have a
Shame you can't get one right now. Get what right now? Oh, it's probably a pickled steel. But anyways, yeah, Eddie, if you have a chance, watch that video. It's definitely worth it.
because I can.
Prayer and all budget knives. Okay, folks, I'm up to bed. All right. All right. So, Lord, I come to you right now and I just ask you to, first off, thank you for your blessings. Again, I'm always reminded constantly that I'm still here and that no matter what happens, there's always something out there that, someone is going through a harder time. So I just have to be thankful in the good times and the bad. This week is no exception. First and foremost, we're going to mention Mitten State EDC lost his son in law a couple of days ago, and that's just incredibly hard. So we just pray for his family for peace and recovery and healing, and then just that you be with them and comfort them, Father. Warren EDC and his diagnosis, Lord, that you know what's going on. And then, Lord, I just ask that you absolutely heal everything that's going on in his body right now. For Pocket Razor's family and Sharp Guy ATX, they both went to see you this week, Lord. You know that. And I just ask that you bless their families as well and comfort and just be with them, Lord, in their time of grieving. So we just ask for that. Brown Sugar, her friend's dad, I don't remember. I think he was in the hospital right now. So we just pray for him that whatever is going on, Lord, that you see to his needs and that you just absolutely heal him if that is your will. Again, we don't want to force your will, Father. So Brandon's dad has been in the hospital for 3 months, I believe, is what I remember in the chat from earlier. And we just, whatever is going on, Lord, that you just absolutely helped and find a diagnosis of what's happening with him. That way he can be better, or you just see to it that he's just absolutely healed in the first place. So um, just would be really awesome to see that, Lord, this week. And then Marissa LSK, her husband and her father are both in the hospital. And that just, just goes to show there's a lot of people hurting this week, Lord. So we just ask that whatever the issues are, that they be found and that they are sent home to be with their families, Lord. So um, again, we just ask you and we just say thank you to you for everything that you do to us. And we just ask that you be with us this week and that you just guide and comfort your people and the people that absolutely love you, Father. And thank you for letting me do this YouTube channel and be able to hang out with friends and do the things that I love. And you know the desires of our hearts, Lord, and just thank you for letting us be able to be here. So we love you, Father, and thank you. Amen. So, all right. I see Dragoon um, said YOLO on the Towser. So I will hit you up, Dragoon, about that. So, anyways, all you guys, take care. And if you all need me, you guys know how to get a hold of me. I always try to respond. I may be a couple hours later, but I will get back with you. And yeah, Eddie, I will send this stuff out to you tomorrow. And Lord Loki, I will send your win out tomorrow. And then we can talk tomorrow or whatever, or late, or even tonight about that pass around. So we did. I think you given us the green light, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I'll take for that. If it doesn't make it back, we'll figure that out. But it more than likely will. How much are they? Because I know they're like a 500. Yeah, aren't they $1,000 for a proto or something crazy?
But like, it really depends on the company, the deal that you have with them, and they are very, very expensive. Yes. But
Chat.
yeah, just let's just do our best to make it back. I don't want the money. I want the knives. So
All right. Well, we got you. Thank you, Eddie, for coming on at last minute, and we'll talk soon. All right, everybody in the chat land, take care, and we'll see you next week. Peace.